Paul, well done. 4-2 win on the road. How do you feel after that?
Obviously, as you know me quite well, quite exhausted. It's an emotional roller coaster on the side of the pitch, and obviously to go a goal down in the manner was disappointing. But the reaction off the lads was really good, and possibly what could go right did go right for us, which I don't very often say. I feel like we're always on the rough end of the bit of luck. But first half response was really good. I'm obviously over the moon for Waggy, an amazing human. Brilliant around the dressing room, brilliant on the training pitch, and his play befits getting hat-tricks. It's the little nuances in the game that people may not appreciate, the little nudges, the controlling it, so all in all, pleased. Obviously we didn't, the press wasn't working in midfield the way we wanted, so we had to tweak that and drop Waggy onto the 22 and stop them coming through the middle of us. And I thought, if you're lucky enough to watch the game back like me, you'll notice how hard Wash and Waggy had to work out of possession, which stifled them a lot. And then second half, I thought we managed the game pretty well. Obviously they're going to get in our half and get in our box, but generally speaking, pleased to win, and obviously with a decent following, it's nice for everyone to bounce up and down.
When those moments in the second half of the first half come, you say that they come now and again, where you got the 4 goals. They're very enjoyable, aren't they? Because you mentioned that everything you hit seemed to go in, but there was some quality goals in there in the set play too. Yeah,
some very good goals. Obviously, I mean, if you interview Cash, he'll tell you I've been telling him all week about how he's going to score, and I even told him before he came in my office yesterday, and I told him before the game today. So obviously, I've got some special skills, which people don't appreciate. So yes, I'm like Mystic Meg, so I don't know who I'm going to decide who's going to score next week, but it's good because Cash has unbelievable springs, wins loads of headers, defensively, but offensively I need him to chip in, and I need everyone to chip in. So yeah, some good goals today, but our effort, our out of possession of the ball was right up there, and I just felt that the first 15 minutes, for whatever reason, we just showed him a bit too much respect, and then like the Rooney's got tighter, Nels got tight. I thought Nels was very good today as well, and then there was pockets of really good play. Tomo was very good again. I'd like to see his data after this, but I thought he was really good again, and we created enough chances today to win a game. So not much wrong, but I just fancy us to outscore most teams. And I like to thank the fans who stayed with the team, because 1-0 away on a jolly day out, so to speak. You can think, oh, his sense are great, but stayed with the team, and it has a massive impact. And then hopefully everyone goes home happy and have a nice weekend.
You just mentioned in another interview that you had a feeling that something was going to be good about today in terms of the performance. What do you put that down to?
Again, my Mystic Meg.
Well, obviously, I should have thought
those of that age, but I don't. Always bringing new players into a club has an impact. So you bring 2 players in, and then all of a sudden the standard of training felt really good this week. There hasn't been a midweek game, which I like for our players, because some of them are experienced players, and the way they play, playing 3 times in 7 days is sometimes tough, the way I want them to play. So I just felt that with a week's training, with an extra day's rest, with the new lads coming in, with a level of training just going up a notch, which new players always give, because you always think, oh my God, he better not be taking my shirt. So I just had a good feeling. So I didn't have a good feeling when they scored, quite obviously. I was thinking, oh dear, that ain't so great. But so I just had a feeling that the lads have been good, and we've been pretty close in all the games. But like I said to him beforehand, and unfortunately we judge on results, I understand that, I'm not a baby about it, but in all 4 games we could have won, in my opinion, and in all 4 games we could have lost, in my opinion. So the games come down to those little moments all the time. Is it a tackle at the end to save a goal? Does Waggy hit the corner? Yes. Does Cash time his header? Yes. And sometimes there isn't a lot between the boxes. It just comes down to their moments. And I thought today, I just had a feeling that we would take our moments, and luckily we did. So that's pleasing. And
the 2 new lads that you mentioned there, they got on the pitch as well. Important to get them out there and get a feel of things.
The 2 Tyreses, it's nice, and I obviously joked that I could have gone on in the end. Just the fact that when you go on at 4-1 and about 6 minutes left, this is like, wow, this is all right. I like playing here. But they obviously went on with full confidence, and hopefully the fans can appreciate why I brought both in. JJ was a legend at Ipswich last year. Really good player. He's been unfortunate with injuries, and we've got to try and help him with that, and get him fit and really resilient, and and hopefully we can do that, and hopefully his long-term future will be at our club. That's our intention, and The other Tyrese Warne, has a real engine, wants to play, had a brilliant season at Reading last year. I loved him when he was at Plymouth. And I just think we need the legs in our team. And I've been moaning for weeks about the fact we need legs. And I think JJ and Tyrese had it. So I'm really pleased that they've come and trusted us with their careers and want to be part of something. So it's been good.
No Louis Sibley today, how's he?
Yeah, disappointed with Sibs. He came back in, done all his rehab, absolutely fine, trained 3 days, and then on the third day felt his groin, so he's now out with a groin. I don't know, I've got zero idea. Well, that's not true, I would say 3 to 4 weeks, but I don't know the severity because it hasn't been scanned yet. So that's a blow, because if ever there's a game the way we play for a Sibs in the team to break the lines and get up the pitch, it's him. So it's a massive disappointment with him. And obviously we've still got Kane's getting close. Kane Wilson feels like he's getting close. He has been getting close since the day he got injured, though, so it's very hard to judge it off him. But he feels great. Joe is now without crutches, which is good. Birdie's pain-free, which is good. But they're still, weeks away. But it's a testament to the club and to the owner that we've got these players and we've got the players behind them. But that doesn't mean that I don't want more players. So before you ask me that, there's always a look for something else.
I wasn't actually going to ask you, but I'll slip it in nicely that you've got back-to-back wins now. You've got another week on the training ground, and then it's off to Bolton next weekend.
Yeah.
But you've got the transfer deadline day before that as well.
Great.
How do you see this week panning out?
Well, more importantly, I've got Foz's cricket day tomorrow.
You have indeed.
So I don't know if any of the cricketers watch this, but no fast bowling at me or I'll just walk off. It looks like it's going to hurt, doesn't it? I just want it just outside of this stump so I can just crack it so my wife can think I'm an all-round great sportsman. How the week goes, yeah, I'm giving them Monday off because they scored off a set piece, so it sort of gripes me in equal measure, but I'm pleased for them because if that keeps the dressing room going, then great. And then over the course of the week and the course of tomorrow, we'll still try and improve the starting 11 if we can, and try and keep everyone in the building.